tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I'm in a magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Washington Redskins. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets around him. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Check, walk 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now a handoff, Geis going right, and he's got room. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 61 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
First and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check it out.
On 1st down, it's Coleman, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Check.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He's going to loft one. He's got a man, complete. A huge play there for Washington, and even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on football.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Niners' 36-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give to Peterson running right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a give running left is Geis. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They go play action with Haskins. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Keep it up, guys.
They'll run with Peterson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Check 9. Protein spill. Thirteen. 11. Watch the ship. Hey, Haywood.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 75 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. So that one will be accepted. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. Complete. Richardson has it. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
To Paul Richardson. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
That's track. To go. Come on, boy. 56. Check 56. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
2nd down, Haskins. This to McLaurin out on the left side. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
First down, Redskins.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Too low, okay?
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And the Redskins first down.
Play action. Haskins. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
After the sack on 1st down, Haskins. And the pressure gets to him again. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
3rd and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Coming to you, coming to you. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Come on. Let's go.
Now Haskins, third and long. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the run.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Go ahead, go ahead.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Coleman, and he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of prepreration, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here we go.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Tighten up. Hey, gun.
Garoppolo now. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Here we go, D. Blue draw Corker. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Under 10. 10. I got them.
Garoppolo looking to throw on third and 2. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 68 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if... Taking a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Quan Alexander in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins, and that will be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go on 4th down. Haskins. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards the pickup there.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
49ers 17.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down.
Here we go.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go. 180. 57 for Mike. Okay, double up. 13. Switch. 11. 6.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Go. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 57.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Montez Sweat with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Hey, gun.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And no, it's incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. Boy, going for it at this stage in the second half, back in the shadow of your own goalpost. Explanation, please, Mr. Davis.
I'm not sure I'm going to give you a great one, but here's a thought that I had. I wonder if maybe instead of going for it with your offense and announcing your intentions, that maybe you run out your special teams and fake it. Because even though teams say, hey, we plan for the fake all the time, I know from experience, you look at the situation, there's no way they're going to fake it here. And they probably had a better chance if they tried it that way.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now it's Haskins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Set. 18 data. Check. Walk 54. Yeah. Move. Mike 5-4.
Back to the air, Haskins after the pick 6. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Mike 54. I got him.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Haskins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP, Malcolm Smith. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
This is Coleman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Coleman now. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down. It's Coleman, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Oh, good move. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 76 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Haskins to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just that's caught inside the 20. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because